What's up, guys? Engineering Aquariums, episode number 10. Coming at you, Sean, your host here. We're going to be opening up some worldwide corals. Then I'm going to cut this a bit and go into dipping corals, and then cut it again and go into placement of those corals. Yeah, so let's get this thing started. I ordered these from Worldwide Corals on Saturday, I think. So it's Wednesday now because we had a long weekend. So no one could ship on Monday. So they got here relatively quickly. Here, let me just open this up real fast. I have no way to hold this camera. Okay. So they have a little sticker that probably for their markings, and they have what you ordered with pictures. In case you forgot, I know I did, so I definitely looked up some of these. Yeah, they're pretty cool with DOAs, as I've heard, and their policy is pretty chill. 10 days. Let them know they don't want their corals to be dying on shipment, so just tell them, they'll fix it. Damn, that'd be cool to go to. But missed that one. That looked awesome online. I saw a bunch of people who went to Florida's Reeferpalooza. This tang right there, he's one of the few white tangs in the world. They call him Casper. He just has no melanin in his skin. There's nothing wrong with him. He's perfectly healthy. That's funny. Okay, so now they have a cooler. Holy shit, they taped the cooler. The bag. They have it stapled, which makes sense because they're a large manufacturer that doesn't have time for hand rubber banding, if you may. So now we've got, oh, nice. So the bags are completely full of water, so you don't have to worry if you're getting like a sponge or something if it's gonna. Okay, so this looks like the green bird's nest, or a neon green bird's nest. I'm just gonna go directly from showing you guys to floating these in the water. Shit. Just getting these sink, so I'm gonna go into sinking them into the water because they have no air in them. So. Okay, so next we've got. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's my Yuma. You can't really see it very well. Anyway, we'll get some videos on the next episode of dipping corals with these, and then placement, and we'll talk about that. Oh, these are Green Bay Packers methods, but you can't see them at all. They're super. Okay, even if the camera focused, they're all sucked in really far, so they just look like zoomanthids curled up. They're like little balls. I can show you my tank here in a sec. This is a Tubbs Montipora. You want to know more about these corals? I mean, honestly, all of the corals that I'm getting, none of them are like non-photosynthetic yet. I haven't gotten into that yet. Oh hell, that is a nice acro. Oh, come on. Yeah, well, sorry for the bad video. But we'll be going into these in the next few videos as well. So, see you guys on episode 10. We'll be talking about dipping corals and placement. Peace. Yo, what's up, guys? Engineering Aquariums. This is episode number 10. We're going to be talking about coral dips, coral placement, and some basic aquascaping tips to help you with your coral placement once you get there. So first we have our dip. This is just water and Bear insecticide, or Bear Complete Insect Killer 2-way formula. They recommend for every 1 gallon of water you have 160 milliliters of this stuff. This measuring cap is not in milliliters, so I just pour until it looks like this color. It should be cloudy, but it shouldn't be like pure white. You should be able to see a little bit into the container, but not all the way through. If you have a bigger container, of course, it'll look slightly more opaque. I just, honestly, if you're only dipping your corals for a few minutes, I'm only gonna be dipping mine for 4 minutes each. It's not the biggest deal in the world to just, I mean, more or less guess. I know I've looked at a lot of videos of people doing this, and this is the color that their stuff comes out, so I just go with that. And I've done my own I've done a full gallon of water with exactly 160 mils. It looks like this. It's fine. So let's talk about what corals you want to dip. So first here we've got our zoas. I dip all zoas. I dip all hard coral as well. This is just because both of those are known to have the most amount of parasites. Any super large colonies I'll also dip if I can't visually inspect the whole thing. There's certain soft corals, pulsing xanias. I didn't dip mine pulsing xanias, and so far I think that was the right decision. It's just, I know soft corals aren't fragile, but it's just kind of unnecessary. It's just an unnecessary stress factor on that coral. So if you just take it out of the bag, sorry about that, I had to get it out. And then you literally just put it in there. And I'm putting this in 2 minutes 15 seconds in this video, so I'll take it out 6 minutes and 45 seconds in. Shoot. Oh, one of my gloves got contaminated with this stuff. Yeah, don't put your hands directly in the tank with this stuff. It's really bad, so I'm probably just gonna take off the glove for now. So next we're gonna be doing, I'm not gonna touch the Yuma. The Yuma just really doesn't need it. He's a really small coral. I can see the entirety of his frag plug. He's a mushroom coral, so there's like almost little to no chance that he actually has a parasite. So next we've got, this looks like the Tubbs Montipora. If you're getting hard corals and you can like easily see a spot to cut and you have a bandsaw, let's see, I don't know if that's gonna zoom in, but no, it doesn't want to. Okay. Anyway, right here, if you cut right along there with a bandsaw, you get rid of this whole frag plug, which could be contaminated with who knows what. So this one's going on at 4 minutes. So that one's coming out at 6:45, and this is coming out at 8. And then we'll briefly talk about some other things. So next we've got Bird's Nest. Bird's Nest are not known for having parasites like acro-eating nudibranchs or stuff like that infect more acro-specific corals, but they are hard coral, so I dip them. There's not a lot of logic behind why I don't dip the soft ones, except for I just haven't seen parasites that infect them. Online, from all the research that I've done, all that it's been is hard coral, zoanthids, and then some general parasites. And that's why I definitely inspect all my corals, and if they're big, I'll dip them, but so I'm in at 5, so we'll get that out at 8. Wait, that's not how math works. We get it out at 9. So it's 6:45, 8, 9. And then lastly, the acro. That is a beautiful specimen, by the way. Shout out to Worldwide Corals. In fact, if this wasn't an acro, I wouldn't even dip it because the plug is super clean and it was just mounted, fresh. I know you can't really see that really well, but super good job, Worldwide Coral. Yeah, so let's see, it's 5:40. So we're gonna be pulling these corals out here in a second. You need something to rinse them in, preferably two things to rinse them twice. I use this container. It's just like a Lee's something or other. Guys, wash your containers out because this one's not really washed out the best. And then when you need them, you have to rush. Whatever. Yeah, so again, don't contaminate your tank with Bear. That is the biggest one. That's why we're going to be dropping all these in here, which is tank water. Oh, you can't see that. That's been in the way. Yeah, so we're going to be dropping it in here, which is tank water. And then I'll rinse this out completely and fill it up with tank water, and then put them in there, and then rinse that out. Yeah, so let's see. 6:45. Zoas are coming out. Oh, 1 second. Have a toothbrush by you. That was one thing. Mine's not far, so don't worry. But also, if you can see the container rising, the water line went up. It's because my hand went in. So don't fill whatever container you have. If you're doing a lot, well, I guess if you're doing a lot of coral, you probably know what you're doing. But you can use like egg crate racks and like fish tanks for this kind of stuff. If you're dipping like 100 coral at a time or something. Yeah, so sorry, you can't really see what's going on, but I just go and just kind of go by the coral, right next to it. It doesn't really hurt to bristle, like to brush them, like accidentally. But if you're sitting there and just like vigorously like just going at it, they're not gonna like that. So we're gonna put that in here. And if you noticed, I have been having the corals out of water for a little bit. With all the corals I have here, they don't need to be submerged 100% of the time. Some of them will actually grow out of the water. They will start to die at that point. The part out of the water will. Let's see, yeah, we're at 8 minutes. Okay. I think it was this guy next. So, yeah, sponges need to be, gorgonias need to be. If it says expert care level, it probably needs to be in the water at all times. Starfish should stay, for the most part, in the water, especially those at beaches. If you see a starfish, have fun with it, like play with, like, sure, it doesn't hurt it, just don't take it above the water and you'll be fine. Let's see, 9, so we're looking at, oops, oh, it's the bird's nest next. Okay. Yeah, so with all these, I just go through and I just brush them a bit, and inspect. That's the biggest one, is inspection. If you see something fucked up, if you see something wrong, if it's at like the bottom of this coral, or at the bottom of the plug, let's see, like that, like if you look at that little green thing and you just can't tell what it is, you just don't want it in your tank, I can tell it, this stuff is calcifying. This is just super glue. But if you can't tell what it is, just don't put it in your tank. If you have a frag system, put it in there and watch it for a bit. But yeah, unless you're there's no point in introducing parasites if you don't have to. If you see something's wrong, just don't fuck with it. I'm not even gonna brush this one because there's nothing I can brush off. It's completely clean. Yeah, so that's how we dipped our corals. I think I'll probably just talk about where I'm gonna place them and some stuff, and then I'll finish this up myself. And in the next video, I'll get an update of the things in the aquarium. So if we look at the tank here, so when you buy a coral, whoever you're buying it from should be able to tell you if you have a high flow, high light, low flow, low light, any combination of that coral. So your euphyllias, which are your softer corals, sorry, my camera's backwards right now, those are going to need medium to low flow, medium to low light. Zoanthids, medium flow, medium to low light. Hard corals, high flow, high light. Porites rock is high flow, medium, low light. Zanias don't give a fuck. Just don't burn them. If any of your corals start looking slightly white, I don't know if you can see the Monty there, but on both Monties, they're a little bleached on the edges. I just moved them down, like I said in my last video. So we're gonna see if that helps. I'm probably gonna put my acro directly on the top center brace. So we'll go over where I'm putting all these. My Yuma is gonna go over here somewhere. My bird's nest, I kind of want to put him, let's see, there. Yeah, so sorry for this poor video quality at the end here. Thanks for everyone who stuck around. Oh, I guess quick aquascaping things. So you see with all this like holes and flow and stuff, my tank's really open. There's a whole chute back there for them to swim back or have water flow behind. We've got your main section and then your front section. And it's an open aquascape that just allows a lot of water flow. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the poor quality at the end here. Bye, fishy. Oh, I guess like, comment, subscribe, answer a question, ask a question, email me with something direct. Let me know. Yeah.